Welcome back to Eyewitness News this morning. Remember, Charlie O'Hara is in our studio right now. If you have a legal question, give us a call. We'll answer it on the air. The number to call is 436-1212. All right, thanks, Charlie, for being here. Of course, the biggest issue right now that we're talking about legally has to do with same-sex marriage. And there are a lot of misconceptions about what this ruling from the Supreme Court really means, specifically when it comes to churches. What is that misconception?
Well, I think there's some people that think that this is going to force churches to have to marry people that are gay. And that's just untrue. A church is separate from the government. That's what the First Amendment's about. They don't pay taxes. So you can't force a church to do something that they don't believe in. They don't have to do that. What the ruling is that gay people can legally get married and they can go down to the government and get a license, and the government can't discriminate against people because they're gay. That doesn't mean that churches can't have beliefs, and churches can follow their own beliefs. In fact, some churches don't even want to marry people that are divorced, and and that still is somewhat of a problem. And so the churches are separate, and people need to understand that. I think there's a lot of conception here that churches are saying the next step is we're going to be sued for not marrying gay people. That just isn't going to happen. That isn't what the decision says. And people saying that are putting out information that's not correct.
And along that same vein there, the Attorney General in Texas is saying to his judges in there that they don't have to issue those same-sex marriage licenses if it conflicts with their religious beliefs, and that seems to go against law that's already in place.
Well, a judge, and I think Texas, like Kansas and like the United States of America everywhere, a judge is sworn to follow the law. So if the law is that gay people can get married, the judge has to follow the law. If he doesn't follow the law, then he's violating what he swore to do as a judge. So and I think sometimes people don't understand. We as attorneys and judges, we have our personal beliefs, and then we have the law that we have to follow. And we swear to follow the law and do what the law says. Our personal beliefs can be completely different. We categorize those beliefs. And I think people don't sometimes realize that. They just blur that line together.
We do have a caller on the line, and I'll go ahead and ask the question because I think we're getting a little tight on time, and this one might be a little complicated. I believe the caller is asking if it's legal to fly the Confederate flag.
Well, as far as I know right now, it's legal to fly the Confederate flag. Now, whether that's a good choice or not is up to you, but the First Amendment protects free speech, and if that's free speech, we actually have the right, free speech-wise, to be racist if we want to. I mean, you have that right. Now, that may not be a good choice, but you have that right, and you can't do it in certain situations.
You can't incite to any violence.
Well, you can't not serve somebody because of their color if you're a public place. If you're a private place, that's different. I mean, we've had the old argument about country clubs. They have a different, if you're a private country club, you're different than some business that's open to the public.
Right. All right. Thanks so much, Charlie. Very complicated issues to talk about this morning.